For some reason, this mic makes me like ever so quieter for some reason, so I have to turn the volume up in post.
Yeah.
But it says my input volume is as high as it is.
Yeah.
Can we get an Olivia war cry?
Now
I'm
that's
going to commit several war crimes. I'm going to be wanted in 13 countries.
all right, Miles.
I'm going to commit various unforgivable war crimes. I'm going to be wanted in every country. Mustard? How about mustard gas? Geneva Convention? More like Geneva Suggestion. Come, my child soldiers.
Mama always said life is like a box of chocolates, but she also said it's like an episode of too many movies. You got your DVDs, your Blu-rays, your 4Ks, and you got your occasional VHS tapes. Anyway.
I sit down and watch and buy a day copy of Desperately Seeking Susan from Kino Lorber. I meant to buy the Blu-ray. I can't read. Jennay only didn't teach me two goods.
Jennay, it's me, Cinephile Forrest Gump. I'm gonna show you Seven Samurai on the box. That's what we call the TV, the box. Jennay's box.
Her what?
While you're watching movies on the Magnavox, I'm watching Jennay's box. Whoa.
Her what?
Whoa, Cinephile Forrest Gump, why would you say that? Sorry, it was the heat of the moment. To be
fair, he did go to see her show.
I'm gonna go watch some movies on the Criterion Channel. Bye-bye. Oh, wow.
Next year we need to do the To Be Forrest Gump episode.
To Be Forrest Gump episode? Alright, I'll create that character later.
Jennay, we have to watch... What would be a good one? We have to watch Bud the Chud, Jennay.
It's got that guy from Phantom of the Paradise. He played, what was it, Beefcake? Or Meat? What the fuck was...
Meat.
Meat? Yeah, it was Beef.
No, Beef. It was Beef.
Beef, yeah. One of the two. I liked him in Phantom of the Paradise. It makes me feel like a film bro when I watch that movie.
To Be Forrest Gump also feels like a film bro watching because fucking and Jessica. No, I need to look her name up now.
Have we even started the episode yet?
I was correct because Jessica Harper is in that movie and she's in Suspiria.
Oh, there you go. There you go. I feel smarter for watching that movie then.
No, Jennay, we gotta watch more Italian pictures with John Saxon in them.
I love John Saxon.
Every time John Saxon shows up in a giallo along with Donald Pleasance, I feel like a real cinephile, Jennay.
Jennay. All right, anyway.
He likes long movies because it's runtime, Forrest, runtime.
Runtime, Forrest, runtime. That's good. I don't think that's why we made the Cinephile Forrest Gump character. I think it's...
we were bored watching a monkey movie we didn't finish.
Right, and I guess I just started talking like Forrest Gump because it was fun to do the voice. It is very fun to do the voice.
No, it was because you said... I don't know what we were watching, but you said...
hang on. Was the main character of that movie named Jenny?
In Forrest Gump?
No, in the
monkey movie.
The Fred Olin Ray monkey movie we never finished.
I don't know.
Okay, what's your memory of the origins of Cinephile Forrest Gump?
Okay, so you were doing... I forgot what led into the conversation, but you said something about like, oh, I like the pretty pictures. Like you made up a character, and I was like, oh, you sound like Forrest Gump there.
Okay.
And he just started saying random Forrest Gump quotes. like
notably
movies.
One of the characters in Mom Can I Keep Her was the movie.
Yeah.
Right.
Brinky Stevens plays a character called Jennay.
Oh, close enough.
That may have been the start of it. I don't know, because like we were watching for the gorilla and the gorilla barely showed up.
Right.
But at a halfway point, so we gave up.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, every time you see us kind of log a movie on Wheel Night, it's kind of a miracle we end up logging it. There's so many fucking movies we've tried watching that we just give up halfway through because we realize this sucks. And we're a lot smarter now where we're just like, we don't have to finish this. So.
But then I brought in Seven Samurai because you were talking about movies in a Forrest Gump impression, and then the first like most stereotypical cinephile thing I could think of was getting Seven Samurai on Criterion.
Right, and then it's like Seven Samurai on Criterion. So that's what births. Not only did that birth cinephile Forrest Gump, but that birthed this episode where we're like, hey, let's watch Forrest Gump and Seven Samurai as a double feature. And then we watched it a year later. We're like, okay. I mean, look, as far as bits go, the bit was we had to watch 2 excellent movies. Pretty good, honestly. Yeah.
Actually, the bit is we have to watch something terrible.
Right.
On purpose.
On purpose. Yeah. Yeah.
For example, 8 Crazy Nights and Felix Saves Christmas.
Right. Those are terrible, terrible movies. You know, honestly,
I held on to Felix for literally an entire year.
You did. I was very proud of you for holding on to it for that long.
I'm like, nah, we're watching Felix Saves Christmas this year, Black Friday, baby.
And then we watched
Let's
it.
Go.
And then we watched it. We're like, oh, this isn't that funny.
I knew that going in.
Yeah. It wasn't
It
wasn't so bad. It was like the worst thing I've ever seen. You know, when you hear, oh, Dave Coulier is Felix the Cat, you're like, oh, William, I'm upset. But then I actually watch it and I'm like, yeah, it's bad, but it's not upset worthy bad, you know?
I forgot I was there for part of it.
Yeah.
And then William remembers that the Santa Claus and the Ice Cream Bunny exists and makes you watch it immediately.
Oh, that was abhorrent. That is easily the worst thing we've ever watched for Wheel Night.
Good.
You're only saying that because we didn't watch Mini Monks for Wheel Night.
Hey, I did not hate Mini Monks as much as the others did. They hated Mini Monks. Look, granted, it's bad. But, like, any movie that gives us that toilet as a character, I'm like, you know, there's something special here, okay?
And like I said, I watched, like, the first 15 minutes of that and said, wow, this is garbage. I need to show them. And I said, and I'm pretty sure I quote exactly, hey, who wants to watch some bullshit tonight?
And I raised my hand so fast because I'm down to clown.
You know what's funny? Because like, so I made the note how my Letterboxd stats. They only credited Ross and Janice for like 7 things because some things just didn't have the credits.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, guess what website was stupid enough to let me make an account with one of my other emails?
Oh boy.
So now it's at 11, like it should be.
Yeah, baby. We'll never let you forget Mini Monks, Ross.
I don't know if that had an ad or not. I didn't check. I did it mostly for like the Ghost of the Movies stuff.
Right, okay.
So that he was properly credited for Robo-Monk.
I mean, look, you gotta be proud of Robo-Monk. Come on. Episode I haven't seen. But you know what I have seen, William and Olivia? I have seen Forrest Gump. That's our first movie we're talking about today. Yeah.
You know, I have my notes for the movie right here. It's in this journal. It says Perfect Blagumps.
Perfect Blagumps. Hey, callback. That's good.
I can't wait till next year when we have to do the Forrest Gump Texas Chainsaw episode. And I get to bring the Leatherface statue back out.
No, we would just do Texas Chainsaw. We wouldn't. Why would we pair Forrest Gump with Texas Chainsaw? We're already doing Forrest Gump, William.
And?
All right, good point. Anyway, Forrest Gump. I like this movie a lot. Obviously, I grew up watching it, so I'm biased. But But you know,
I watched it once in 10th grade history class.
Yeah, it's one of those movies where you kind of grow up, even if you didn't watch it a lot growing up, you obviously knew about it growing up, right?
Yeah. It's like there has been like, I know like in recent years people have given the movie flack just because it's boomer nostalgia, and it's like, okay, that's not really a valid reason to dunk on the movie though.
Yeah, I mean, if you
to figure that out.
Yeah, that's something I've brought up with Bamison a lot, where he's just like, I don't understand this idea of calling it conservative propaganda or boomer nostalgia, where it's like, what? Like, just say you don't like the movie, dude. It's really not that hard to do. You can just be like, it's a little schmaltzy, a little too Oscar baity. You know, I prefer something like Shawshank or Pulp Fiction over this, which, yeah, I'm somebody who prefers Pulp Fiction and Shawshank Redemption over this, but...
I haven't seen either of them.
You haven't seen either of them. Well, okay, that's our next. That's our next fucking double feature.
Fiction.
So.
Yeah, but no, like I don't understand why we need to belittle a movie just because you found it. You just didn't like it. You know, like you have to make up reasons to hate it. You know, it just doesn't make sense.
Because it does take place largely in the South, and it doesn't criticize the South and their political views at all, but it's also like, I mean, it's still like kind of criticizing the Vietnam War.
Yeah.
And like,
at least
you're not they don't tell you this, that you're supposed to hate the KKK, because it's obvious that you're supposed to hate the KKK.
Well, I noticed there's this line. There's this line, where Forrest was explaining, oh, Mama says she calls me Forrest because, you know, there's some things we do in life that don't make sense. It's like, yeah, what the KKK does, that doesn't make sense. You know, I guess, you know, you have to watch this movie and actually understand what it's saying and actually think about it for a couple of seconds before, you know, having your knee-jerk reaction be like, this is what boomers are nostalgic for? Fuck them. Like, calm down.
Also, to be fair, like, they're not wrong for calling it boomer nostalgia because it literally is a boomer's entire life.
Right.
But also, it's like, that's just everyone who was alive and an adult in the 90s at that point.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, literally, he's going through some very, big events that are happening in the mid-20th century. I mean, look, the 20th century was an insane century when you look back. The fact that it started on the Industrial Revolution and ended on Britney Spears. Like,
it ended on AOL dial-up.
Yeah, it was insane.
Millennium, so I can't comment on it.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Me and William are the only ones in this call right now that are actually from that century. So
yep.
Sorry there.
Like, by the time we were conscious children, it was basically 2000, 2001 anyway.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I have vague memories of 2001. I do not have any memories from the 90s.
Like, maybe I have memories from the 90s, but they also could have been the 2000s. I don't actually really remember that much from when I was like 2 or 3. Right. Surprise.
Yeah, and actually how much of that is real and how much of that is just, you know,
made up.
Made up, exactly.
I have vague recollections that are not one whole memory.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, did I have a pool in that house? I don't fucking remember if we had a pool or not. Maybe that's just my child brain and stretching things out. I kind of doubt it.
Yeah. Did I own this movie as a kid or did I rent it from Blockbuster? I don't remember.
I used to have like a picture book version of Mickey's Christmas Carol.
Mm.
So I don't know if I've actually seen the original Mickey's Christmas Carol or if I know of it because of that storybook.
Well, I know what I'm showing you this Christmas because that's my shit, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, it was kind of wild watching that again recently, a couple years ago. I say recently, a couple of years ago. Yeah. And just realizing how abridged that thing actually is. Because, like, I just assumed I was that short because the one version I watched the most was the one in the House of Mouse special. No, it's just actually that short.
Yeah, it's 30 minutes long, and it achieves pretty fucking well the themes and the thematic importance of that story in just half an hour. Like, wow, this rules.
It does cut some stuff out, but you have
yeah, exactly. Yeah, when you get to like this is not a review for Mickey's Christmas Carol. This is a review for Forrest Gump.
I did want to point out there was like that one game show clip we saw that one time of like the guy who was like 90 and 1950s on that show.
Yeah.
About like he had a secret, and the secret was when he was like 5 years old or something. He went to go see a play with his mother. And then this guy made a very loud noise and jumped out of a booth.
And that
turns
man's
out
name.
Turns out bro saw Abe Lincoln die when he was 5.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
And he was alive in the 1950s on television. Crazy century.
Yeah, crazy century. But yeah, Forrest Gump. Where do we want to start with Forrest Gump? 60 minutes into the podcast. The movie opens
with Forrest Gump explaining the KKK to a black woman.
we have footage of Tom Hanks wearing the KKK garb.
I dressed up like a ghost because Robert Zemeckis told me to, Jennay. What do you mean it wasn't a ghost? It looked pretty scary. There are raccoons trying to go to college with us? That's cool.
Hey, what's this movie by Ralph Bakshi?
Oh, no.
I will say the Forrest Gump voice, the only reason he has that voice is because the actor portraying him as a kid had that voice. Like, that kid actually talks like that, where he's like, yeah, I went into Elvis's bedroom and I started dancing like this. Like that, and then Tom Hanks is just like, all right, then I'll just adapt that voice to me being an adult. Like, yeah.
So I guess they would have filmed the child stuff first then.
Probably, yeah. Or they had the child stuff like early on. Which, yeah, I mean, yeah. So, and that's basically what this movie is you see, you know, the 20th century and a lot of events from the 20th century from the perspective of this guy. And, you know,
who just so happened to be involved in literally every major cultural event of that half of a century, while his not girlfriend was involved in every cultural moment upswing of the century.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Like one of his earliest things is that he's doing like the weird shaky leg dance that Elvis did because Elvis is passing through because his mom like owns that bed and breakfast or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's just passing through with his guitar and he's doing like the little dance, and then it cuts to them walking by a television set and they see him doing the dance on TV. Yeah.
I think Olivia knows what I'm going to bring up here, but like in India, you know how they like there's a lot of like Bollywood remakes of movies?
Yes.
So like in the Bollywood remake of Forrest Gump, instead of Elvis in that scene, it's actually that the kid inspires Shah Rukh Khan to do his arm pose.
And that's basically like the India's equivalent to Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Like Tom Cruise.
He's basically every biggest actor ever is just Shah Rukh Khan. Like it's Tom Cruise, Leo, fucking I don't know.
Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, Robert Pattinson, Nicolas Cage. He's all of them rolled into one. Matthew McConaughey.
Brad Pitt.
Yeah, Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Steve McQueen.
Like he is the number one celebrity over there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
To put that in perspective, there is no number one celebrity in America.
Yeah, when you really think about it, there really isn't. We have like different variations of like, oh, the top celebrity, but like there is really no agreed upon number one.
Hot at the moment.
Who's number one at the moment?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like someone hot at the moment.
Oh yeah. Well, at the moment right now it would probably be I don't even know who it would be.
Exactly.
Like at this very moment, I have no idea who it is.
Because like we haven't heard much from like Zendaya or T'Challa since last year.
Right, because that's when Dune was out. Dune and Challengers. Whereas like now it's like
Chappelle Roan is probably working on music right now. Hasn't done anything. When was the last time you heard about Lizzo doing anything?
Mandalorian season 3.
There was a Mandalorian season 3?
There was. I didn't watch it because why would I? It's not Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump would have showed up in Mandalorian season 3.
Jennay, what's up?
The baby, Jennay.
What's with that baby Yoda, Jennay?
I named him Grogu after you. You're his daddy, Grogu Gump.
Okay, so this is my second time watching this movie, and I watched it for the first time a few years ago. But something I completely forgot coming on to like rewatching this for the second time was how well they incorporated Tom Hanks into this historical footage.
Yeah, well, that's something.
The thing the movie's known for.
Yeah, that's something I wanted to bring up, especially because that ties into the special effects with the movie. About when it's Tom Hanks like being superimposed into really old footage, looks pretty good. Like there's that scene where he's outside the college with Governor Wallace, like. That looks really good. Like it's pretty funny because he's just like standing there and moving his head around like in a very Forrest Gump kind of way, and it's cute. And when he like steps out of the protest line to like give that woman her book, like that looked really good. It's when he starts interacting with the presidents that it can look a little bizarre.
Like, I think of like there's one of like when he shows Ford his ass.
He shows
and, like,
LBJ his
ass. LBJ.
Yeah.
That you can see like the hand moved really awkwardly when walking past.
Yeah, you see. Yeah, the thing with LBJ and JFK, like you can, and Nixon especially, like you can tell they had like footage of them, and then they would superimpose like mouths over their faces that are saying something completely different to what they would have been saying in those clips that they superimpose from. Like there was
that with the John Lennon scene.
Yeah, John Lennon especially. It's easy if you try, Dick.
No possessions.
No religion.
Okay,
why would John Lennon care if they have religion or not?
It's for the bit, like, William.
That's what stood out to be like, why would John Lennon care about that?
Yeah, it's such a bizarre...
He's the bigger than Jesus guy. Why would he care?
Yeah, that's right. The bigger than Jesus guy.
Isn't that a lyric in, crap, what's that song called? What's that song called?
Rocky Road to Dublin?
No, not that one.
Help?
The one that he sang.
Number 9.
It's okay to leave your dog in a hot car.
The title of the song I'm not allowed to say because it contains a word I'm not allowed to say unless I give the bad guys 2 an 8 or a 8 out of 10 or above.
No, what's
John Lennon was racist?
William, you have no idea.
Immediately, no, it's like I say that, and like immediately, like, no, wait, that makes sense.
Everyone just look up.
Imagine. That's what I'm thinking. Imagine.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, no. The lyrics that the words they were saying where he's like, they don't go to church in China on Sundays. He's like, no religion. And then Dick Cavett goes, oh, it must be hard to imagine. And that's when John Lennon goes, it's easy if you try, Dick. It's like, oh, imagine lyrics.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, is it trying to? Okay.
Yes, they're literally making a joke about how they're developing the lyrics for Imagine.
You guys had me struggle with the title of the song for like 2 minutes, and you didn't help me.
I'm sorry. We were remembering the other John Lennon song with the no word in it, okay?
I haven't actually heard a Beatles song in a minute. The last 2 albums I listened to front to back were Whitesnake Slide It In and Bruce Springsteen's Born in the USA. I will not elaborate on why. I have to listen to Madonna tomorrow.
Okay.
Tomorrow.
Rob, respond to my goddamn texts.
to go back to the president's thing. There's especially that scene with Johnson after he shows him his ass. It's like they have like a stunt double to be Lyndon Johnson in that scene in front of Tom Hanks. They superimpose his face over it, and then they have like a mouth over his face to make him say like "God damn, son" or something like that. So it's like these 3 different effects. And they look terrible. Like, for a YouTube poop, like, it reminded me of the way that, like, Hour of Poop kind of animates their characters in their videos. But, like, that's a YouTube poop. That's YouTube-level quality editing. Whereas...
I was thinking of that video that I saw 2 years ago that someone edited Puss in Boots into the Nuremberg trial. I kind of lost count.
Yeah, it kind of lost count.
Honestly, I didn't notice it.
Geneva Convention, more like Geneva Suggestion.
But yeah, look, I it sounds like I'm shitting on the effects of this movie. I am kind of
because been over 30. It's 31 years ago.
31 years ago, for the time, and the fact that nobody was really doing effects like this at the time I think I commend the movie for doing that. Like, this is what they were trying.
It was revolutionary.
Very revolutionary. So, like, you know, props to them. I'm proud of them for doing that. And I will say, when it comes to the special effects, the president stuff does not hold up. The stuff that does hold up is fucking Gary Sinise as Lieutenant Dan. Like, holy shit. That, like, I was actually trying my hardest to shit on the movie, but as I'm watching him where they cut off his legs, I'm like, no, this is fucking stellar special effects. It actively looks like they sawed off Gary Sinise's legs. Like, it's that good.
Wait, I want to go back to Lyndon B. Johnson for a second.
Go back to Lyndon B. Johnson.
I mentioned it before we started recording. I told William, but during the scene of Lyndon B. Johnson putting the Medal of, I think it was the Medal of Honor on, Forrest, was it the Medal of Honor?
It was the Medal of Honor because he's coming back from after saving everybody. And if they're in Vietnam, yes, it's Lyndon Johnson because Johnson was president at the time of Vietnam.
Right. He also was wounded, so he should have gotten a Purple Heart, but they didn't give him one.
Right.
So the thing was, I didn't know that. I just knew it was after JFK and before Nixon, and I was trying to guess which president it was. So I was just like, maybe it's Lyndon B. Johnson. And then I found out like 20 minutes later, and I'm like, I'm so smart.
Good for you. You remembered there's one president in between JFK and Nixon. The man never had a definite life.
I knew Lyndon B. Johnson existed. I didn't actually remember when he was.
Oh, I guess I'm the president's expert here.
But
I kind of thought it was JFK and then whoever his vice president was, and then Nixon. Which I guess, saying that out loud, I guess Lyndon B. Johnson was his vice president.
Johnson was his president.
I knew about the assassinations and the assassination attempts of like Wallace and Ford and JFK because now, having watched this after been in the production of Assassins, I was like, hey, I understood that reference.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, a lot of people have tried to kill the president of the United States.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I heard a thing that apparently it has come out recently that Jodie Foster did actually say she actually was kind of impressed when Hinckley shot him.
Oh my God.
This one's for you, Jodie. I mean,
the fact that it actually kind of worked.
I mean, yeah.
Now, granted, she was a child at that point, so bad.
Right.
But
But again, I mean, to be fair, it is quite impressive when somebody assassinates the president of the United States. Like,
he didn't succeed, but he tried.
Yeah, you can disagree with his tactics. You can't deny it is kind of impressive.
Hey, which one of them is still alive right now?
Exactly.
Bro is making cat paintings and singing country music.
Yeah.
Yep.
Living his best life.
Yeah.
Squeaky Fromm is still obsessed with Charles Manson.
Who?
As far as I know. She tried to assassinate President Ford.
Oh, okay. I mean, Chuck's dead, right? Chuck Manson,
yeah.
He's dead.
Yeah, he died in prison.
That's right. Yeah.
You know, I know you said Charles Manson, but the moment you said it, for some reason my mind blanked and put up a picture of Marilyn Manson.
I mean, yeah, I can imagine because they have very similar.
And then I just had to remember that he got his ribs surgically removed for purposes unbeknownst to us.
No, we knew. We knew why.
We know.
We know.
So anyway, Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump. Oh yeah. So Lieutenant Dan, the special effects on him. Holy shit. Like,
yeah, I was trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
I guess it's like tied to the back of his legs.
Maybe.
It also seemed like green screen.
It had to have been green screen. Yeah, it was absolutely green screen, and they had to like cut it out like in post production. But it also is a testament to Gary Sinise in that performance, where he actively looks like he's struggling to like get back in his wheelchair at times.
Mm-hmm.
I will tell you that the Blu-ray I own in this movie is a 2-disc Blu-ray, and both discs are Blu-rays, and one of them is just for special features.
Yeah, for plus over 3 hours.
3 hours of bonus content,
longer than the movie.
Originally released special features.
Yeah,
which, like, the fact that they're highlighting the original originally special feed. I misread that word. I thought that said effects. Never mind. I can't read. I bought a DVD copy of Desperately Seeking Susan by mistake.
Happens to the best of us, William. It's okay.
Thank you, Madonna. Madonna, this is why you got Sean Dick Tracy. It was that John Hinckley Jr.
like a surgeon. Hey. Cutting
Olivia
for
is
the very first
up to
time.
hear my bullshit already.
Listen, if she could handle it for the Perfect Blue episode, I think she can handle it here.
Yeah.
She watched one of the movies with me. She has no choice but to handle it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
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 Okay. I'll leave. Olivia actually hates me. She has never enjoyed any of our company ever.
She's a pretty good actress then.
I am. Yeah.
All right, Olivia, you have notes,
That's
right?
why I'm majoring in theater. What?
You have notes, right? Perfect Blue Gump notes.
Note number 1, Roger Corman should make his own version of Forrest Gump.
I would love that.
I have 2 bullet points.
Okay.
And it's titled Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump.
The first one was it was about Bubba because I love Cajun shrimp. So during the scene when he's listing all the types of shrimp to Forrest while they were in boot camp, I was just waiting for him to say Cajun shrimp.
I mean,
he never did.
He probably said Cajun shrimp at some point.
Sure he did.
Because he said at the end, like, that's it.
He didn't say it.
I thought he did.
I was waiting for the Cajun shrimp shout out.
But I would say maybe in universe he said it because he listed off every single sort of dish you can do shrimp with. Like they said, shrimp sandwich and shrimp burger.
Should not been a coward and mentioned it on camera.
Look, I'm not disagreeing.
And then I already knew this, obviously, my second time around, but my first watch, I didn't know Bubba Gump, the restaurant chain, existed because of this movie. I thought it was the other way around.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, I
did not know that.
I knew it because I grew up, my dad had an apron that was Bubba Gump. It was a Bubba Gump apron, and it had, like, all these different fucking shrimp recipes on there. Not recipes, but, like, shrimp dishes on there. And, yeah, no, that's... So, like, I knew of Bubba Gump. Obviously, I didn't know it was, like, a huge multi-million-dollar franchise, but I knew of Bubba Gump.
Yeah, I just didn't know it specifically came from the movie. Like, that's why we have the chain.
Right.
I thought it was just product placement in the movie.
Okay.
It's been kind of a weird thing how this is, like, one of the only real occasions of that happening. Because, like, what other similar things were there? Because the closest I got is just the Taco Bell logo from Demolition Man.
There's the Ducks, like the hockey team, which I also thought it was the other way around. So the Anaheim Ducks are based off the Mighty Ducks movie because Michael Eisner was really into hockey during his reign, so he wanted his own hockey team.
Oh, I didn't know that, actually. The Anaheim Ducks.
And their home base is located in Anaheim, which is like right near
in your backyard.
Disneyland. Yes.
Yeah.
Don't dox me.
Everybody, let's go to see an Anaheim Duck game in Olivia's backyard.
I can dox Hal right now if I want to. I just have to go to my Amazon cart.
Yeah. 9 Lives of Fritz the Cat lives on.
Yeah.
And then I forgot, in my living room right now, I actually have a picture of my grandpa and I at a Bubba Gump. Like, I remember there was one point my family and I went there, and I was like 5 years old, and someone took a picture of the two of us. But the sun was shining, and it was very bright, and I couldn't keep my eyes open. So the picture that's currently in my living room is just the two of us, and my eyes are like squinting, like squeezed shut because of how bright it is.
Oh, you can't see with the sun.
Okay. When we make the second Forrest Gump, we can edit the photo to make it look like you're looking for real.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that was kind of a side tangent, but my second bullet point is that, so I watched this with my boyfriend last night, and he realized that during the shot of Forrest and Jennay having their wedding, you could see Lieutenant Dan is standing up while his wife, like his fiance, is sitting down, and he said it's because Lieutenant Dan doesn't want to sit down in a chair anymore.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I was like, oh, he's standing. Fuck yeah, he's standing because he doesn't want to stand anymore because he's been in a wheelchair for so many years. I was like, oh, that, like, what a great little detail that hits really hard. Like, that's great.
I didn't realize that. he had to explain it to me like a minute after, and I thought he was talking about their son, the flower boy, because he was standing like right next to them. And I was like, well, he deserves to sit down. He's a little kid.
No, he can
I didn't
stand.
realize he was talking about Lieutenant Dan.
His son, Lieutenant Dan.
I named him Lieutenant Dan after his father.
Forrest, what the hell are you talking about?
And then also the shot of Lieutenant Dan at the New Year's Eve party was funny.
Oh, yeah. That's I would honestly say, I know obviously the most iconic performance is Hanks as Forrest Gump, but I truly believe Gary Sinise is the best actor in this movie. I think he gives the best performance.
I think I might side with Tom Hanks.
I mean, look, I love
just because I love Tom Hanks.
I mean, look, yeah, because Tom Hanks is one of those actors where every time I see him in a movie, I'm like, that's Tom Hanks. You know, I would say this movie and any of the Toy Stories are the only movies where I'm like, no, that's Woody, or like, no, that's Forrest Gump. Like I think he does a great job where he really makes Forrest Gump such an iconic character that every time I'm not like, that's Tom Hanks. I'm like, no, that's Forrest Gump, you know?
Yeah, because like you can't really tell it's his voice.
Right. It's
You know what movie he's good in?
What else?
Saving Mr. Banks.
Oh, right, that movie that I haven't seen.
I thought you were going to be ironic and say Elvis.
Well,
I haven't seen Elvis.
Let's be real, William. Okay, not only does Snowman strike again, but it's a performance we will never forget.
I haven't seen Elvis.
Oh.
I can't believe we have to do Shawshank Redemption and Elvis next year.
Elvis.
No.
Elvis Redemption.
Elvis Redemption.
You saw Elvis in this movie.
Yeah, that's right. Voiced by Kurt Russell.
Side note, I hovered over Buster streaming in the server. They're watching Bill and Ted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw
that. Okay. That's not really a movie night movie, but okay. I mean, it's a good movie. I like Bill and Ted.
Well, no, it's a real movie night movie.
Oh, but it's Saturday.
Yeah, so...
Saturdays for the bad movies.
Don't tell Jensen that.
True.
William, you had notes, right?
No, I lied about having notes. That was a bit.
Okay. You and your devious licks.
Lying school.
Yeah. So William was the one who went to lying school this whole time.
No, I went to funny school. In my defense, officer, it was very funny. Geneva Convention, more like
Geneva Suggestion.
I barely know
her.
What's
the deal with airline food? What if the plane itself was a hot dog?
The Oscar Mayer Wiener
Mr.
dog.
President, a second Frankenfurter has hit the tower. There's ketchup everywhere. The terrorists are relishing the moment.
And it's in Chicago, so there's celery salt everywhere.
And Ferris Bueller is there.
Yeah.
Celery? I barely know her.
And Mel McKelly. Anyway, Jennay.
Anyway, yeah. Sorry, notes.
Yeah, I guess we should talk about Jennay.
Ooh, good point. Yeah, because I think Jenny has gotten the short end of the stick. Obviously, in the movie she does because she fucking dies. Spoiler alert. But
it's implied she dies of AIDS.
Yeah, AIDS. Okay, Jenny, and I'll raise the AIDS baby. Family Guy bit. Anyway, I have gotten the feeling that maybe over the years people have kind of, turned on Jenny, or they say like, oh, she's so horrible to Forrest. She's just a horrible character. I disagree to that. I think she's great. Obviously, she's a very tortured character, because like
every man she's ever been with that wasn't Forrest was abusive to her in some way, shape, or form.
Just the absolute
including
worst.
Wesley.
Yeah,
inconceivable.
Yeah, you pointed this out. There's a character named Wesley who fucking bitch slaps her, and it's like, whoa. Like, first of all, yeah, not my Wesley, not my fucking.
And just so you know, this did come out after The Princess Bride,
yeah.
So I am almost positive that was the Princess Bride reference.
Maybe. You know what? Even if it's not, I'd like to believe it is, because yes, this is like, many years after Princess Bride.
I remember that scene in Forrest Gump where Andre the Giant threw a rock at Forrest.
Jennay, who's this giant? Ouch.
This giant ouch just ouched me, Jennay. Jennay, did you hear the Hulk Hogan died? Good.
Now Gawker will rise from the grave.
I'm Forrest Gawker.
Forrest Gawker.
We're making a new website. Bubba Gawk.
Bubba Gawk.
Gawk, is this real?
Chat, is this real? Anyway, Jennay. No, I really like Jennay. I think because she is a very, kind of pessimistic kind of character, but you understand where she's coming from because, I mean, she was abused as a child and, she doesn't
and was
feel
continuously abused throughout her adulthood too.
Right. So like you can understand why she doesn't go for Forrest because she doesn't feel like she deserves such a good-hearted character as Forrest in her life until
at least at the adult phases.
Right.
I feel like if anything, what probably happened during high school was that Forrest probably just never expressed interest formally.
Right.
Since he can't.
He can't.
So she probably and then he got shipped off to a football college,
Mm-hmm.
which, how the hell, I guess they didn't have academic requirements for football back then, maybe.
No, I mean, you got to understand, Alabama, like, it's a huge football school. So if he's just, like, winning them game after game, they're going to keep Forrest Gump in school, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
Can't imagine he did that well in his other subject, unless they just gave him a bunch of gen ed courses and nothing else.
Right. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It turns out he actually didn't even have a major. He was just there for football.
He was just there for football.
Because, he immediately gets picked up by the Army right when he graduates.
Right.
Which, they didn't even try to get him to, go professionally, I guess.
I mean, well, one, the NAM was happening, but also, yes,
right.
Where else would he have gone,
Yeah.
So it makes complete sense.
And I kind of alluded this earlier, but the dichotomy of the movie is that Forrest is directly involved in all the major events of American history at that point because he was the All-American team. He went to Vietnam. He was that part of that ping pong team. He was Bubba Gump. He did the marathon. He met the president 3 times.
Yep, again.
He technically did an anti-Vietnam speech when he came home.
There's only one thing I have to say about the war in Vietnam. The mic gets cut off.
I have to imagine he said something about Bubba.
Yeah, it has to. Yeah.
I forgot my boyfriend actually did look it up to see what it meant. Or he did find out about what it was last night. Let me see if I can try to find it.
Okay.
It was about Roger Corman. They were going to have Dick Miller dress up as Lyndon B. Johnson.
Lyndon B. Johnson is born again.
They do not have the special effects to put Tom Hanks into the Watergate footage.
Okay, according to Tom Hanks, Forrest's speech was as follows. Sometimes when people go to Vietnam, they go home to their mamas without any legs. Sometimes they don't go home at all. That's a bad thing. That's all I have to say about that.
Yeah. Aw. That is absolutely what Forrest would say. So that makes sense. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If I wrote the movie, I would have just had him say lorem ipsum. I mean, you weren't going to hear it anyway.
Right. But that's if you directed it, of course, and not Robert Zemeckis.
And that's what Robert Zemeckis would do today.
Well, Robert Zemeckis today would do Pinocchio 2022, and we all know how that went. Not good.
It's okay. Yeah. Pinocchio is Link now from Legend of Zelda.
Yeah. Well, it's okay because Ben drowned. It's a stolen joke.
Pinocchio drowned in the whale.
Well, he did. He did at the end of Pinocchio. He fucking drowned.
It was called the Plank Incident.
Plank.
Yeah.
You should have been there for Plank.
Yeah, Plank.
We were watching Seven Samurai at one point. There was the thing with the horses or whatever, and just in that moment in my head was just the scene from Ed, Edd and Eddy where like they make Rolf go back to his home country, but they fake it, and they do that one stupid song. That's my horse. Where Ed just beats the shit out of everybody. So I showed her the clip.
Yeah.
And she said, I think that was the first thing I've ever seen of Ed, Edd, and Eddy. But then just after that, she said, I do know about the plank thing. The plank thing.
Oh, that's so innocent and wholesome. The plank thing.
Like, what is the plank thing?
Explain the plank thing to me, dear William. It's like there's nothing to explain.
Everything changed after the plank incident.
The plank incident.
Everything changed when the Plank Nation attacked.
The plank incident was 15 years ago. You have to move on.
It's
what he would have wanted you to do.
When you put that in the quotes channel, I thought like, oh, I know about the plank thing. I thought you were referring to the trend back in the early 2010s where people were planking.
No.
Okay.
It was because I know there's like a wooden plank.
Yes.
Character thing.
Correct.
Yeah, you saw him in the clip.
Correct.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's an iconic character in the show, Olivia.
I've never seen the show.
Jennay, we're going to show you your first scene from Ed, Edd, and Eddy, Jennay. You know, the creator of this show made it off of the bat because they didn't think he could make a children's cartoon. He proved them wrong.
He proved them very wrong.
They told me it was the longest running series in Cartoon Network history until Samurai Jack.
I need to watch Samurai Jack.
What about 7 Samurai Jack? Not yet, Minion, not yet.
Not yet. We're not done talking about Forrest Gump yet.
Yeah, I feel like there's a couple more things we could mention about Forrest Gump.
Like, we didn't talk about, like, originally... So Forrest's whole thing is he's very good at running.
Yes.
But originally, like, his legs were fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
It was like he had like a spine condition or something.
Yeah, they were saying like his spine's as crooked as a politician, and you know,
that's a great quote.
Yeah, it's a great line. But yeah, like his spine is so crooked that he can't walk properly, so he needs these braces to help him walk.
And eventually, one day, a couple years in, Jennay tells him to run, Forrest, run, and then he runs so fast they break off, and he's like the strongest legs in the world.
Yeah.
The wild. Yeah,
he's just running. From that day forward, I just kept on running.
How does not know what this is referring to yet, but like when I make that thing, every time I have to refer to Bruce as the boss, it's just gonna get more and more unhinged until I'm just like, the boss.
I can just imagine you saying it like a Muppet, just like, the boss.
The boss wrote this song about working on the highway.
Springsteen.
Dancer in the Dark is the best song on the album. It was written by the boss.
He's from fucking Jersey.
Went down to Darlington County because he's the boss.
I don't even know what's going on anymore.
We never knew what was going on ever since the incident. Lieutenant Dan is the boss of Bubba Gump Shrimp.
You ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Dan.
Have a lobby.
You know, I do like how like so in the New Year's sequence is like a whole scene. Dan is just like he just kind of fucking hates Forrest and resents him for saving his life.
Yeah.
Because at that point he thinks his destiny was that he was supposed to die in the war because that was his family history.
Right.
And like he is like so mad at Forrest that entire time, but like when he brings the girls home in Forrest, like the moment one of the girls calls him stupid, he just kind of flips out on them because it's like even though he just hates Forrest at that moment, it's like he still respects him.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's that mutual respect, that understanding of he did save his life and he is objectively a hero. Do not dare call him stupid.
Yeah, do not belittle him because he's maybe not as smart as you or me. You know, do not belittle his existence because this man does have value.
You know, it is also... You go first.
Good way to put it.
Oh, okay. It is also very funny that Forrest Gump has been on television so many times, has met the president on multiple occasions, and yet nobody brought up the fact that it was the same guy when he was doing the running thing.
Yeah. There's that moment where they have like the newscast and they're just like, local Alabaman, Forrest Gump, as if like,
bro, you had him on ping pong merchandise for a decade.
Yeah, he was on the Dick Cavett show with John Lennon.
Come on, man.
It's like that fucking Justin Timberlake, this is gonna ruin the tour.
The world tour.
The world tour.
Wild.
Trolls World Tour. I kind of like to imagine that as like, well, Forrest kind of represents the everyman. Like, yes, he can have his 15 minutes of fame, but at the end of the day, he's not like a mega celebrity in the same way that a John Lennon is, or a Richard Nixon is, or like a Tom Hanks is. Yeah, he represents the everyman. He's just a normal guy. Right.
Plank.
Tons of fun. I'll bring back that
there's
class.
No monkey in either movie that we watched. Actually, these movies fucking suck.
Look, I can't argue with that, okay?
No, we need to do 2 monkey movies next year for our episode.
That's fine. Hey, that's totally fine. I'll find some monkey movie.
No, I name one, she names one. That's the deal.
All right, fine. That's the deal.
You probably own at least one of them.
Silvio.
I don't own Silvio. William, batter up.
Own it.
We can still do Silvio, but I have to name one he does own. You own.
I own which one?
You own a King Kong, right?
Do I still own a King Kong?
Do you not own the original?
I used to. I think I got rid of it because it was on a pretty crappy DVD. Hold on. Do I still have that King Kong?
Jennay, where's my King Kong?
Maybe it's in my closet. I'm gonna get up. Hold on a second.
Welcome to the section of too many movies where Hal isn't here. I'm going to say his full name and address now.
No King Kong. God damn
Okay,
it.
I didn't say anything, by the way.
What?
What? I didn't say anything. Do not check back on that. Just leave everything in.
Okay, I'll just I literally heard nothing. I was too busy looking for the Kong, and I don't think there's a Kong.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
Fine, I'll find a Kong. We'll do a Kong, and we'll do a Silvio. I'm sure.
Why are we doing the 76 King Kong? Funny.
Now that would be diabolical.
Hey, I liked the TV cut when I watched it 3-4 years ago. I also did the thing where I split up into 2 nights because that was how they did those then.
Right.
It's like those extended TV cuts, they would like break into 2 halves so they could air one on like Friday and one on Sunday and make it like a TV event.
And what an event it was. King
Kong. They built a 40-foot robot that barely worked.
And they tried to go to the Twin Towers.
It was the Jaws of its time. Do not look up the fact that it came out 1 year after Jaws.
It did not happen.
Do not look up the fact that it probably only exists because of Jaws.
Oh, Dino.
Dress up Dick Miller as King Kong for Forrest Gump 2.
Yeah. Is there anything else we have to say about Forrest Gump? I mean,
there's the moment where like
stop. Esmeralda's here, by the way.
Okay, Esmeralda, what do you have to say about Forrest Gump?
Plank.
She sniffed the microphone.
Oh, is that what she thinks, huh?
It smells like shrimp.
I don't think she's...
She has nothing to say.
She's on the top of my bed frame now.
Oh, good.
There is the fact that, like, because, like, I guess if you want to talk about, like, the final act of the movie, because, like, there's that revelation that didn't even need to be at that bus station at all, because Jenny, his house was, like, 3 blocks away the entire time.
Right.
And at which point, it's like, that's when he finds out he has a son, which, you know, his reaction to that information is, like, you can tell he knows exactly what actually happened there, and it's like, so, despite everything, Forrest Gump knows what sex is.
And also, how old is the child if, like, the kid looks 5 or 6 years old, but then he was running for 3 years?
I think the implication is that he was, like, 3 years oldish at that point, and that, like, I guess at the end of the movie when he gets on the bus, it's like that's supposed to be his very first day of school, so I guess he'd be 5 at that point at the end of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he looked, like, when Forrest met Forrest Jr., I guess, for the first time, he looked older than 3, or I just don't know kids.
I mean,
I think it's just a matter of there are certain restrictions in filming children, so it's probably an older child playing younger.
Right, but also I don't think just because he ends, like when he ends running, yeah, he runs for 3 years. Maybe there's still like 2 years in between him, you know, finishing running and when Jennay sends him the letter, you know, because it's never explicitly made clear that, you know, those were on the same years, you know?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's at least my interpretation of that, in that, you know, at the very least, maybe 4 years, maybe it's like a year after.
You know, I was actually, the thing I wanted to talk was actually before all that, because I was wanting to talk about the time that they actually did spend together before she left again for the final time.
Right, and that's...
Because it's like...
Yeah.
The moment that she decides to leave is the moment Forrest actually does ask to marry her.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, it feels like she had every intention of staying with Forrest up until the moment she realized he was serious about it.
Right.
At which point she just didn't feel like she deserved it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, the sad part is, had she accepted Forrest at that moment, she probably would still be alive at the end of the movie.
Yeah, because I guess like in between then is when she got AIDS, because obviously she didn't have AIDS before then. He would have gotten AIDS.
But did she give them to him?
No.
When they...
No, because...
I was trying to figure that out last night too.
Right, yeah, because it is weird that, you know, through the years leading up to that, she never got AIDS, but it's between this window of like her leaving, having
80s.
Right, the 80s. Yeah, okay, yeah. I guess that's what we're supposed to get
early
from that.
80s. I thought it was later.
No, it was early 80s.
I know she died like early.
Yes.
The AIDS crisis.
I thought the tombstone said 89.
The tomb said 82, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it said 82, but I thought like the AIDS crisis was like later 80s.
No, it was early to mid 80s was the AIDS crisis.
I think it was the entire 80s.
It was also the entire 80s, yeah. I mean, AIDS is still around, so, you know.
Because like they never say that, they never name drop AIDS at all, because they said, I have some kind of a virus. They don't know what it is.
Yeah, she has some sort of virus. It's implied to be the 80s. She's had a lot of sex. I think, yeah, the audience is putting it together themselves, where they're just like, oh, we know what it is.
How many movies about AIDS is Tom Hanks gonna be in? Yo, the plot for Toy Story 5 is weird.
Woody, you have AIDS.
What the fuck is an AIDS? We don't even have blood.
How the fuck does
Forky injected it.
What do you now have AIDS?
Oh, Peep, no! Did you get the barbershop quartet from Family Guy?
What have I done?
You get Rich Evans going, AIDS!
You've done wonderful things. We love and appreciate you, Olivia.
I don't.
Oh.
It's okay, you're all my best friends here.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Unfriend. Leap kicks out a server.
So anyway, back to AIDS.
Back to Plank.
back to Plank. Plank AIDS. Yeah, no.
Oh, so that's how Johnny died.
Oh, okay. It's all coming together.
Where, like, and, like, she leaves for us, and that's when it happens. Like, she knows she would have been happy, and she probably would still be alive.
Mm-hmm.
It's also sad, because, like, Forrest is telling that whole story for, like, an hour when he could have been with her that whole time. It's like, damn, that would have been an entire extra hour that they got to spend together.
Yeah. When you look at it that way, that is pretty fucking sad.
Like, the only reason she finally accepts to marry him is because at that point she already knows she's on the way out.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. That's the thing. Like, this is a very uplifting movie, all things considered, but it's also fucking depressing. Like, watching Forrest Gump cry honestly hurt to watch, because it's like, here's like this very positive, very heartwarming kind of character, and the fact that this is what caused him to break down and cry, being at Jennay's grave, you're like, fuck, dude, this hurts.
And like, because like, that's the one person he's only, well, besides his mom and I guess now the kid, that's the one person he ever truly loved and cared for, and like the one person he wanted to be with the entire time, and he only ever got to be with her in short bursts at a time.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And it was always on like the crossroads of major events too.
Yeah, like in DC,
like,
or in
right
college.
Before he got shipped off to DC to the wars, when he sees her at the strip club. And it's like, at that point, it's like, she's about to go and join the free love movement, and he's about to fight in Vietnam.
Mm-hmm.
They reconnect you go.
Yeah, they were together in elementary school, but again, that wasn't love. It was just friendship. So like, he didn't really realize.
It was child love, which doesn't really count, because at that point you don't know what really is.
You don't understand, and exactly.
Like, Jennay hugs him, and it's like, it's implied there's some sort of attraction there, but it's like, you don't really know what all that stuff actually is at that point.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Even when he gets to college and they're like together, and she like lets him feel her boob and he comes instantly, like, even then he doesn't understand what's happening.
And there's a wonderful shot of the roommate reacting.
It's like, I think I ruined your roommate's bathrobe. It's okay. I don't hate her. I don't like her anyway. It's like,
it's very funny that Forrest, I forgot what I was going to say.
It's that funny.
Fuck.
Anything else?
Monkey.
Yeah. It's a good movie. True. I really like Forrest Gump. I know this discussion has been all over the place, but honestly, what more can we say than it's really good?
On this podcast, no.
Right, exactly. Yeah, this is Tangents the podcast. Let's be real.
We have not had a coherent episode with me on it since CIA, which, to be fair, was only 2 episodes ago. I guess Superman was kind of coherent, but that was because I was sick and Buster was doing most of the talking.
Yeah, I was very impressed that you trooped up and was fucking trudging through that episode.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Because we already scheduled it, and then I got sick the day before.
Right, yeah. Because I remember being, like, while we were recording, it was me and Buster talking, and you weren't interjecting. I was like, this isn't like William at all. What's happening? And then later you're like, hey, guys, I'm sick. I'm like, oh. And he still showed up to the podcast, folks. What a trooper.
He's committed to the bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
That should be I'm going to put that on my Tinder profile. I'm committed to the bit so I can commit to you. Maybe that'll actually work.
Hey, there you go. You should try that.
I only just reopened the account yesterday. I'm working on it.
I'm working on it. You're trying to find a boyfriend-free girl.
I mean, ideal. Okay, I mean, there are a couple people who are like in open relationships, but I don't want that.
No. No, thank you. I'll leave it at that. No, thank you.
When I relogged back in on Bumble, I saw that the last bio I had was, I could probably beat the Pink Panther in a fight. I did not change it. I think it's perfect the way it is.
That does sound very William.
You still believe in that, don't you?
I read it and like, no, wait, hang on. This might hit now.
Okay.
I'll follow up in 5 years when it finally hits.
Okay. I guess I'll just say I'm keeping this Blu-ray for Forrest Gump. I'll check out those 3 hours of bonus content at some point. I'm sure that's going to be very insightful. But yeah, this is a definite keep because I fucking love this movie. It's such an easily likable film.
It's like chocolate.
Yeah.
Likeable.
Yeah. And William, I assume you're going to keep your Blu-ray?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I got it for $10 at Walmart, so I might as well.
Perfect. Olivia, what's your status of owning Forrest Gump?
I have The Princess Bride on Criterion, so it's close enough.
Close enough. All right, perfect.
I own Seven Samurai on Criterion. I should get that so I have the booklet in front of me.
Yeah, you should.
You shall.
Yeah. Movie I don't own, but I every time I go to Bull Moose recently, I've seen a Seven Samurai Criterion, and I'm like, do I bite the bullet for the episode or do I wait and watch the movie first? So I watched the movie on HBO Max, and honestly, the next time I'm at Bull Moose, I'm getting that Seven Samurai Criterion because,
Yay.
Dude, it was worth the hype. To say the least, Seven Samurai was worth the hype. I'm so glad we decided to pair Forrest Gump with Seven Samurai.
It's like if we want how to watch a good movie, we just have to pick I guess, well, Forrest Gump is also a good movie, so yes. Never mind.
Right. But, like, I mean, look, me watching good movies on this podcast is not exceptionally rare, okay? Does it happen every time? Absolutely not. But, you know.
To be fair, I think we do tend to do more good movies for the podcast than blatant garbage on purpose.
Yeah, I think if you go back and look at the entirety of what we've watched, I would say on average, the average is it's been a pretty good movie. I would say we watch more pretty good movies than bad. Now,
we don't usually do wheel night type stuff for the podcast. If we watch something bad, it's usually a major studio flop or something.
Right.
Like The Meg, a Black Adam type beat.
Yeah. Or I forced Ketchup and Lazy to watch The Slime People, which happened. So,
but wasn't that because I had to bail out or something at the last minute or whatever?
No, it was, originally I wanted to kick off October with you and James with
right, we had to push it back a week or something, I think.
And I was like, all right, Ketchup, Lazy, we're doing The Slime People. And they're like, hooray! And then they watch the movie and they're like, fuck you! Yeah.
It's fine. Just wait till I make you guys watch The Fanatic.
Right, exactly. No, but then we eventually did do A Bucket of Blood and the Terror, so it all worked out. Except Lazy and Ketchup had to watch The Slime People. That was the worst part.
Yes, but me and Olivia are not Lazy and Ketchup.
No, you're Olivia and William, and you're here to talk about Seven Samurai.
Huzzah.
Huzzah.
The first sentence of the booklet is talking about the German composer Richard Strauss.
Huh.
How about that?
This is my long opera. But Maestro, the man replied aghast, you wrote it. Yes, but I never thought I'd have to conduct it.
Okay, so I know this was both of your guys' first time watching this movie, so
yes.
What'd you think?
To be fair, I put the movie on once to watch it years ago. I got distracted and said, I can't do this right now. This movie deserves more respect than I can give it right now. I'm going to go back to watching YouTube. I've owned it for 5-6 years by this point. So I just haven't gotten around to it because 3 hours.
Right. 3.5 hours to say. That's what it's a long movie. And I did it all in one sitting. A little rough, but it was completely worth it. But yeah, no, I think it definitely this is a day watch. I watched it at night and I was like, fuck, 3.5 hours. This is a lot. I mean, because even though it was paced very well, you did feel those 3.5 hours. And that's not necessarily a bad thing if what you're watching is engaging and fun or interesting enough, and I think that's what Seven Samurai does really well. But it's still a lot to get through.
It is paced well enough because, you can also tell the breaking up. Okay, the first hour is the recruiting phase.
Right.
The second hour is the training phase.
Right.
The final hour is the battle.
Exactly. Yeah, I would say
broken up perfectly.
I would say that first hour is the weirdest part for me because I'm like, all right, who are we paying attention to? Who are these characters? It's a little weird to get into, but once you're actually at the village and you have all the samurai with you, it's perfect the rest of the way through. I have no complaints with the last two chunks of it where it's once we're actually doing the training, there's so much wisdom from the samurais that they're giving the villagers, through honestly anything, fucking not just through war or battle, but through life in general. Like there's so much wisdom in that in that training period. And then the actual battle scenes, just incredible stuff.
Like there's a reason like this is like the, because we made the joke about how this was like the criterion that cinephile Forrest Gump would buy, but like it also is kind of sort of the default criterion. Like, you know what spine number this one is? Because every criterion has a spine number for when they added it to the collection. You know what this one is?
I was going to say
spine
7.
number 2.
Oof,
right,
really?
Number 2.
What?
This is spine number 2.
What's number 1 again?
Is, this is Spinal Tap.
This is really.
And it's the one, and it's a criterion that they can't make anymore because they don't have the rights.
That's funny. Honestly, you know what? I was gonna say, what's the first one? King Kong, Brazil.
No, I think that was the third.
Third being King Kong makes sense, but this is
and they can't release it anymore because I think Warner Brothers just wants those rights outright.
Right, exactly.
I was gonna say the spine number was 7, but then I realized, oh wait, it's 7 Samurai, and then I'm pretty sure the 7th one is A Night to Remember. Like, if it is 7, I do have A Night to Remember on Criterion. So
there you go.
I forgot it was
so it was A Night to Remember, not a Samurai to Remember. Those are two different kinds of warriors. One was in Europe.
So anyway, this was my second time.
This
was my second time watching this movie. I saw it first time. I mean, it had been on my watch list for a couple years just because it was, 4.6 Letterboxd score,
right?
One of the greatest movies of all time. Yada yada yada. And then there's an art house theater near me. Shout out to Frida Cinema, my beloved, that was showing it because last year was its 70th anniversary, and they did like a 4K re-release. And I pulled up by myself just because I didn't really think any of my other friends would be interested in a 3.5-hour movie from the 50s. I was really surprised by how packed it was. They were playing it for a few days, but I think I went to the first showing, like first or second showing. It was really packed, and honestly, like the movie does kind of benefit from the crowded theater environment. Like a lot of the jokes, I didn't realize how funny the movie was going to be. A lot of the jokes landed really well. And yeah, it was very good. Oh yeah, I forgot during the opening credits where they showed, the opening credits, the screen wasn't formatted correctly, so the subtitles were cut off.
It's funny you mentioned that because when I was watching the movie on HBO Max, when I first started up on HBO Max, the cropping was off. And I was like,
really?
Is that supposed to... Because it started off and it said like the Janus Films logo was completely cut off. And I'm like, that's not correct. What's happening here? And I was like, so like I restarted it and yeah, it was completely normal. I'm like, that was fucking weird. So, HBO Max, fix your shit. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, the cropping of the subtitle, or the subtitles were a bit cropped and people were murmuring and stuff. And then there was a guy who got up from the theater and like ran out to the lobby, I guess, to tell someone. And then like about a minute or two later, they formatted it back to how it's supposed to be and everyone applauded.
Hooray!
Yeah, he ran out into the lobby holding a flag with 6 circles and a triangle on it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then at the time when I saw this, I was staying with my grandma, so I told her about the movie and I tried my best to explain it in a way she would understand. So I said it was like A Bug's Life because it has the same plot.
Yeah.
But she still didn't really understand it. So I think the day of, when I told her I was going to see it, she was like, okay, go enjoy your bug movie.
I remember the scene in 7 Samurai when they get in the giant wooden bird.
Yeah.
That's essentially what they did.
And I was like, thank you.
The ants pick the food, the grasshoppers eat the food, and the birds eat the grasshoppers. Yeah. So obviously I grew up watching A Bug's Life. That was a movie I watched as a kid. Yeah, we all, exactly. And I
had the one PC ROM game for it.
And obviously I still have a fondness for that movie, but you can tell like, Seven Samurai is where it got, huge inspiration from it. That and The Magnificent Seven, that's one of the more obvious comparisons to Seven Samurai, because the Magnificent Seven is literally supposed to be like the Americanized remake of that, but instead of samurai, it's cowboys. It has been a while since I've seen Magnificent Seven. I don't know. I probably would say this is better, obviously, but it's been a while since I've seen Magnificent Seven, so I can't really say like, oh, you know, how well that holds up.
Mm-hmm. It's another Western I need to watch.
Right.
I need to expand my horizons past Rango.
And One-Eye Jacks.
And Damsel.
Wait, Damsel? The fucking
it's Robert Pattinson movie.
Oh, right. I thought you were talking about the Millie Bobby Brown Netflix movie. I'm like, that's not a Western. That's a piece of shit. Okay. Yeah, that's right.
What was that one animated one we watched like 2 years ago with the deer lady?
Cinderella, Once Upon a Time in the West.
Oh,
right.
One of the very few wheel nights I didn't go to.
It was peak. Hal, you should have been there. I don't remember anything about it other than that there was like a gorilla in it.
I'm sure it's the greatest wheel night movie ever watched.
James, Williams, and I's reviews all...
Oh yeah, James was there.
Right, and it's James's favorite movie.
They were all linked together, and it was so magical.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, well, there was this one time my review was linked with James's. It was the High School Musical one where we all said they should have killed Sharpay for real.
Yeah, because I told you to put it that way.
Yeah, that's right. So it wasn't even James who said it, was William.
I need to check something real quick.
Check it, dude. Check it.
Because he liked my review of Forrest Gump. Oh, he doesn't even have his own... He doesn't even have his own review of Forrest Gump. Never mind. Okay.
Oh, James doesn't have his own review of Forrest Gump. Wow. Classic James.
You liked my review and none of the other ones. And it's like, why? All I made was a sex joke.
Because you made a sex joke. He thinks you're funny, William. And he's stealing your review so then he can use it for his own. He can pass it off as his own. You know, that's what James does.
You know, it's because it's probably because he just watched Happy Gilmore right before that.
Right, yeah. Let it be known, James likes Adam Sandler more than Forrest Gump.
No, I think he has it rated as 4 stars. He just doesn't have a proper log.
Right. He's just pretending.
He has a plank for it, is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, Seven Samurai.
7 out of 10, more like. Just kidding. Throw all your tomato emojis at me all you want. It's not gonna hurt me none. I know you can't though. We're not in the Discord VC. We're in, you know. Oh, can you?
Skadoosh.
Oh, okay. You threw them in the fucking text box. Wow, there we go. Seven Samurai. It's a good movie. I guess, do we want to go over like each individual samurai character? Because I feel like that's how we should probably go through it.
I have one tidbit I like to mention.
Okay, tid your bit.
So he's not even a named character. He's one of the background actors, but one of the background samurai, I think it's during the initial scene of like when the shots of samurai walking past, whatever. He's the voice of the charcoal maker from The Tale of Princess Kaguya.
How the fuck did you know that?
Because I looked up the Tale of the Princess Kaguya cast list and looked up each cast member to see where they come from.
That is the most Olivia factoid I would have ever expected from Seven Samurai.
Yeah, I did.
That is insane.
Okay, how do you want the William factoid?
I know what the William factoid is, but I want you to say it.
No, yeah, which factoid?
It has to do with the giant lizard.
Yeah, there's 2 of them.
Oh, there's 2 of them.
Oh yeah, I know one.
Because one of the bandits is played by Haru Nakajima.
No kidding.
Who, as you know, is the actual man who played Godzilla from 54 to 72.
Wow. Okay, I didn't know that. I knew the other lizard connection.
Yeah, Takashi Shimura is one of the main characters, yes.
Yes, yeah. He is the main, he's like the main samurai. He rules. Probably one of my favorite characters. Either Kembe or who's the other one? Kyozo might be my other favorite samurai. Like
Kikuchiyo. That was crap, what's the actor's name?
That's the main guy. The guy who's
the drunk boy.
The drunk boy. I like Drunk Boy. I mean, I like all the characters. There's not a single character I don't like, but I like Godzilla Professor because he's like this really calm and collected. He's this very wise character. I really like because I got a lot of. I'm gonna be all Olivia here, and I'm gonna say he reminded me a lot of Uncle Iroh from Avatar: The Last Airbender. But no, like I really feel like, you know, because he's a samurai, and you see he's like a very skilled samurai with the sword, but he's also very wise. He's very tactical. Like, you know, that's what you get from his first scene, where he goes in dressed as a monk to kind of like make sure the child that's being held by like that murderer doesn't get killed. Like, so he has tactics. You know, he's smart. He's not just going in there swords ablazing. He's going in there, you know, with military intent or like, you know, intellect. You know what I'm saying?
He did chop off his top knot, so he is literally Iroh.
Right, exactly. That too. But I was also gonna say like Kyozo, the guy who goes in and like gets one of the he like go because they have the bandits when they're attacking, they start attacking with like muskets, and he actually goes in and gets a musket from them. That character, he rules. He's so cool. Also,
Tatsuya Nakadai, he was the guy who voiced in Kaguya. He's credited as samurai wandering through town. Parentheses uncredited.
Uncredited. I mean, there's like a lot of people in this movie that I would have assumed would be uncredited.
And he was also in Ran and Harakiri and High Alone, Yojimbo, and Belladonna of Sadness.
I did notice not only there are a couple actors who seem to be like in a lot of these like high profile Japanese movies. You know, you have Rashomon,
a lot of these are Kurosawa movies.
Yeah, Kurosawa.
I do know. So back then, studios had like exclusivity deals with certain actors. Like Toho had their stable of actors. It'd be rare for like a Toho guy to show up in a film for Nikatsu or Toei or Daiei.
That makes sense.
Like, they had this whole thing called the 5 studio agreement. At one point it was a 6 studio agreement, but then one of the other studios went bankrupt, so it went back to being the 5 studio agreement, where they would not poach actors from each other, which is why you see a lot of the same actors in multiple Godzilla films in a row playing different characters each time.
That makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
The Golden Age Hollywood studios did that, but I didn't know Japanese studios.
Yeah, they had a whole agreement for it.
Yeah, I know, like, okay, back in the day, like, Golden Age Hollywood would do that. I don't know any actors off the top of my head that would have belonged to certain studios. I'm sure, like,
I know, like, Bob Hope and Bing Crosby with Paramount because of the Roadshow pictures.
Right, that makes sense. But you don't see that as often anymore. In fact, I don't think you see that at all.
Because you probably can't.
Yeah.
You probably can't legally do that anymore.
Legally, yes.
Reminder, up until after the war, the studios owned the theaters. If you wanted to watch a Paramount movie, you went to a Paramount theater.
Right. Yeah.
You wanted to watch Dracula, you went to a Universal theater.
Universal Studios.
You know,
it's like
still kind of they have a at Hollywood Boulevard. There's a theater called El Capitan, and that's owned by Disney. But I know it's not like an entire chain.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, they have their own. Disney has their own theater in Hollywood.
I mean, Disney has their own theaters like in the park. Like that's where you can go and see like a bunch of like old Mickey Mouse cartoons. So like that would make sense.
Yeah.
There's a joke in one of the Roadshow movies. I don't know which one, but I saw the clip. It was Hope and Crosby riding on a horse through like the wilderness over it. Like Hope just looks over at a bound and says, "Look, bread and butter. That's not bread and butter. That's just a mountain." And then the mountain fades into the Paramount logo. And he just says, "Well, it's bread and butter to me."
That's cute. I like that. That's awesome.
So anyway, back to Seven Samurai. How did we get here again?
We were talking about the exclusivities of actors. So like we're talking about like there's a lot of similar actors in a lot of the same movies.
The last word you said before I cut you off was Belladonna of Sadness.
Yeah, Belladonna of Sadness.
I'm kind of too scared to watch that movie. It looks pretty though.
It looks scary. I'm afraid.
I mean, it's borderline hentai from what I've heard. That's kind of the bit. You're gonna have to censor me here, but it does have a rape plot line.
Yes. Yeah. Did you not know this?
I don't know what this movie is.
It's like a watercolor anime movie from Japan in the 70s.
Watercolors, like 70s watercolor rape hentai. It's
very well known, and it's well respected. It's known for its being very beautiful. It got a 4K recently, but it is a hard watch if you aren't aware.
Right.
I still have to see it at some point.
Well, now I know, and knowing is half the battle.
Yeah.
G.I. Joe. Anyway, Seven Samurai. A Seven Samurai.
G.I. Joe's the American version of Seven Samurai.
G.I. Joe's the American in Seven Samurai.
I remember when Takashi Shimura fought Cobra.
I remember when Seven Samurai used Star Wars sound effects blatantly.
There's a rep thing I want to reference now, but we keep getting caught off track. I don't know if you want to let me.
I'll allow it.
Oh,
yeah, so like in like the Netflix series of toys that made us, they talk about like the origin storyline. So on the G.I. Joe episode, there's like they're talking with like the guys at Marvel to the comics based on to help sell the toys, and they're like, so like who are they fighting? And they're like, what do you mean? Like who's the villain of these? And it's like what are they fighting? And at that point, the guys making the toys like, because in their head, well, they were fighting everything else in the toy box. We thought they'd be fighting Darth Vader. So the guy just like goes, the villain is Cobra. He just pulled a name out of nowhere and gave it to them, and that's how Cobra was made.
Oh, and that's why Cobra has a bit of a Darth Vader helmet. Okay.
Like, they made the Cobra Commander and Legion up off the top of their head in a phone call because Marvel wanted to know who was the villain, so they just made something up. Within 2 seconds.
My sources, I made it the fuck up.
Basically. All those storylines like He-Man were just made up out of thin air. Like, the only reason He-Man has a cartoon because like, hey, we're gonna sell a comic book inside the toys, but kids can't read at age 3. So what are we gonna do? Oh, didn't we tell you about the animated specials? Okay. Joe, when did we have animated specials? Since 5 seconds ago. Call Filmation right now, or else we're fucked.
The 80s.
They're fucked, just like in that scene in Seven Samurai when he had sex with the girl that liked him.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess we can talk about who's this character. I'm sorry if I'm butchering the names,
Shino?
but Okamoto or
Are you talking about the girl?
No, Katsu. Oh yeah, Shino's the girl. I'm talking about the guy, the one with the fucked up hairstyle.
Oh,
Katsushiro. Yeah. He's great. I like because he's sort of like the young character. They keep calling him a kid. Granted, because he
becomes a man later in the movie.
He becomes a man later in the movie when he sees Shino. But yeah, I like that. You have like this very kind of very young samurai character to kind of offset like the more older samurai characters. Like he's just starting off. And yeah, you have his like he's the one who has the relationship with Shino throughout the movie. Shino's father, Monzo, is a total bitch about it because I loved your review, William, how Monzo's the most punished character.
Monzo is like he's a piece of shit.
Yeah,
it's like he's like so pathetic. It's like he's the one who brings me here to help protect the village, but like the moment he does it is like they're gonna have sex with my daughter.
Yeah,
like. Bro, priorities.
Yeah, they literally call him out for it.
You're dying.
Yeah, I like that. They literally point because he's just like, oh, these samurai, they're total dogs. They're gonna like, have sex with my daughter.
Your idea.
Right, but then it's and then they have to point it out like, dude, priorities. Like, who cares? Would you rather a bandit be with your daughter or a samurai? It's like you're gonna have to choose one or the other. But it's like, who cares at that point? But yeah, it's his pride, is much bigger to him than, whether who his daughter's with. So when he finds out that Shino is with Katsushiro, it's like, he just lets it. Well, he just can't let it go. He's so angry at that, and it is frustrating because you're just like, dude, there are bigger things at play here, and you're getting mad that your daughter's has a boyfriend. Who cares? You're about to die.
Women have hobbies.
Exactly. Maybe a girl wants to fuck a samurai. Who's to say?
Maybe she wants to fuck 7 of them. Who's to say?
Who's to say?
Maybe she wants to watch Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
Who's to say?
Maybe she wants to watch Plank.
Who's to say?
They had sex on the Plank mattress. I'm to say. I wrote the movie.
Oh.
Isn't it just called a futon?
What? Wait a minute. Explain your logic there. A plank is a futon?
Aren't they could be made out?
Yes. Okay. Okay. I agree. Wood is a piece of a futons can be made of wood. Correct. But
couches in beds.
Couches in bed.
Anyway, there's one sequence I liked, and William knows what it's called.
What's it called, William?
I like the bonk test.
Bonk. Whenever they recruit a samurai, they have to do the bonk test to see if he's an idiot or not.
Oh.
Which is basically just a matter of, can I see his shadow?
Yeah, I like that, the bonk test. Yeah, because I like how, the first guy they get, who doesn't end up being one of the titular 7 samurai, gets him immediately. And then, who was it? Gorobi. Like, when he doesn't even step into the building where he's just like, you're kidding, right? Like, he knows immediately. The one guy that does get his shit kicked in was Kichiro,
who's drunk off his ass at that point.
Yeah. Kichiro, I will say, his performance was a little weird at first for me, because I feel like, and I guess this is not really exclusive to Japanese cinema. It's not. Where I think it's a thing from older cinema where you get like a lot of very, very impassioned performances. Classically trained, sure, but like, these
theatrical,
very theatrical. Yes, very much so. Where you have these actors giving performances that are like really over the top, and I get it. Like back in the day, that's what you did because a lot of these performances were deriving from theater performances, and in theater, you got to be loud. And kabuki, you got to be loud. You're like, delivering these performances to crowds of people that are like way up in the stands. You got to be loud. You got to be boisterous. You got to be all these things. Whereas in film,
microphones help you, but they aren't everything.
Right. Whereas in film, you can be a lot more subtler, and people were still trying to figure that out. Where they're just like, oh yeah, we don't have to be loud and theatrical. We can be quiet and subtler in film. But with that said, I will say, like, once I knew this type of performance and I was able to settle into it, it was really good. Because honestly, his monologue where he's talking about farmers and samurai and how they both fucking suck, I'm just like, this rules. Like, I was captivated the entire monologue.
He's so freaking cool. He's my favorite character.
Yeah, no, he's great.
I think he plays the drunkard archetype very well.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it was like during a point where it could have been. Like, this was the 50s, and I feel like if this was done now, it would be considered tiring. But because of, I guess, the time period and the fact that he is just really committed to the bit, it makes him all the more funnier.
Yeah, and you still get, like, a heartwarming, like, portrayal in that. Or, like, you get a very human portrayal in this drunken performance. Like, the problem with a lot of drunk performances you tend to notice is that, they're just slurring their words and they're being assholes. And that can get tiring when you don't have that human or that heart in the performance. And look, it's not easy. Like, it's not easy to, act like a drunken buffoon, but still have like a very tangible character in that. So like, props to this guy. He's able to give this like very gut-wrenching performance at times while being this drunken fool. Yeah.
I'm looking at his filmography right now. He was in a Spielberg film at one point.
Toshiro Mifune?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
William, which is it?
1941.
Yeah. You know what? It could have been worse. It could have been the other bad Spielberg movie we watched.
Hey, he was in Midway from 1976.
He was in Rashomon.
Yeah, he's been in a bunch of Kurosawa movies. I've been wanting to watch more movie of his since Seven Samurai. I just haven't gotten around to it, but I need to get around to it.
You'd like Rashomon. I remember it being pretty good.
The Frida Cinema was showing Ron.
Yeah, Ron's one I've wanted to see too, because I really like the poster for Ron. It looks really cool.
They were showing it at during Memorial Day weekend, but I didn't see it for some reason.
Right. Well, you still got to watch Rashomon, so then you get my epic Rashomon joke. I'm not explaining it.
I don't remember what was the joke.
All right, moving on.
Wait, what other Kurosawa movies have you guys seen?
I think literally just this and Rashomon. Yeah, just this and Rashomon are the only ones I've seen.
Mine is this and Dreams.
I do want to see Dreams because a certain Puff Daddy's in that.
Mm-hmm.
The vast majority of my Toho experience has to do with a giant lizard.
Yes.
Yeah.
That being said, I still have watched the most Toho films out of everyone in the...
You have, yes. You have us beat with that.
Now, technically, the Ghibli films are Toho films.
Oh, okay. So it's about equal.
No, it's not equal. But, you guys have more than you think.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
But yeah, since watching Seven Samurai for the first time last year, I've been wanting to watch more Kurosawa movies. So Dreams was my favorite. No, Dreams was my first one that I watched a few years ago. But now, especially after watching Seven Samurai, I've been wanting to watch more Kurosawa movies.
Toho produced Spy Game and Tomb Raider?
Why?
That's what I'm asking. Why the fuck? Why did they produce that Robert Redford and fucking Brad Pitt movie, Spy Game? Tony Scott directed this. I've seen it, apparently. I don't remember anything in it. Sorry. Continue. I'm sorry.
That was it. I just want to watch more Kurosawa movies.
I do too. I do want to see more of his stuff, and I do really want to rewatch Rashomon.
I know Spike Lee's
BBC Film also produced Tomb Raider.
Who produced Tomb Raider?
BBC.
Oh my god! So everybody got their fingers in that pie, huh?
Yeah, countries: Germany, Hong Kong, Japan, UK, USA.
Wow! And they say world peace wasn't achieved. It all had to do with Angelina Jolie playing pixel boobs.
Yeah, Spike Lee's remake Highest to Lowest is coming out pretty soon. That's the remake of Kurosawa was High and Low.
Yeah, I noticed that. Also a 4.6 on Letterboxd. Must be great.
Sheesh.
I mean, most of his stuff has very high marks.
Right, yeah, he's one of those highly celebrated filmmakers.
Did you guys know that Star Wars was inspired by Hidden Fortress?
Yes.
I think I've heard that.
I know. Yes. I know Hundreds of Beavers was inspired by Hidden Fortress.
I know this episode of the podcast was inspired by Hidden Fortress.
It was, yeah.
Because you know what the fortress is made out of?
Hidden
planks
of wood.
Okay. Oh, they made futons out of wood. You know.
The fortress is just a futon. That's why it was so well hidden, because they didn't know what it looked like.
They're like,
what is it? They walked past 15 times, the hell is this futon in the woods?
What is that, a couch? What is that, a bed? I don't know what this is.
I have a futon. It's made out of planks, so that's why.
You're going to call your next car Plank.
Or futon.
No, it's going to be Brad the Third.
Brad Pitt. Bradley Uppercrust the Third?
No, Brad.
Hey, step back a bit, Mr. Plank. You're out of focus.
Yes!
You owned your car for 4 years. You named him Brad. You loved Brad. And then you told him. You two had been through everything together. 2 boyfriends, 3 jobs. You're like, nothing can replace Brad. Then Liberty Mutual calls. And you break into your happy dance.
Wow,
Do you guys know that commercial?
I completely forgot about the commercial until you started quoting it. I'm like, fuck, it's all coming back to me. And then you said Liberty Mutual. Fuck Liberty Mutual.
Liberty.
I hate their commercials so much. Ugh, they're so annoying.
I like the Brad one.
I don't watch much. Okay, the last time I actually properly watched TV was last month. I had too many games in the hotel room. where Dave just put Nickelodeon on, I guess, in one morning. So like there was a SpongeBob on in the background, and the state of commercials on like at least for like kids TV is abysmal.
Oh, dude, the commercials are so bad. Like, yeah, no.
Like the commercials weren't great, but there were only like 6 of them that they repeated over and over.
Oof.
Sometimes they would play that baby bottle pop commercial 2 times in a row.
Oh, and they're bad, you know? Because, like, at least with... Yeah, that's a good point. They repeat a lot of the same ads. I've noticed that, you know? And it's like, okay...
They don't, because they know that people aren't watching cable as much anymore.
Right.
It's all internet now, so like, you may as well just put all your good ads there.
Well... Streaming does this too. They will replay the same ads over and over again. It's like, look, if you're gonna have ads, fine, but spice it up a little. Like, put in different kinds of ads. Don't put the same one every fucking time. It's like, you know, that's the part that annoys me about ads, is when you play the same one, especially if it's an obnoxious ad where it's like, I never want to see that again. And then I see it 7 more fucking times.
Is that they did not build that toilet.
They did not fix this toilet.
You know who should direct a commercial? Akira Kurosawa.
You know, I think he's dead.
No.
I think he died. He died.
Inconceivable.
He died in the 90s.
What you're saying, most of these people in this movie is dead?
Because Dreams is like one of his later movies.
Yeah, Dreams. Yeah, 1990. So he definitely was dead after that.
In 1990.
Yashiro Honda was dead in 93.
Oh. You know who wasn't dead? Me. I wasn't dead in 93.
Well, you were unalive still, too.
I was unalive, that's true. Anyway, sorry.
You were all unalive.
Olivia, what's your joke?
You know who else died?
Who died?
A bunch of the samurai.
Oh, yeah. So, I want to talk about that, actually, because the first samurai to die was Heihachi, I think that is? Heihachi.
Yeah, the guy from Tekken.
The guy from Tekken. So, yeah, at one point they go to sneak off to the bandit's house, and they're staying at like this whorehouse, I guess, or something like that. And that's when they set it ablaze.
I think it's implied that they like kidnapped the women, I guess.
Right. Yeah.
Because like the one woman was like the one guy's wife.
Yeah, that's that. Because like, yeah, the whole movie, you know, they keep asking this guy like, "Oh, you should get a wife," and he just like storms away. And they're like, "What's his problem?" It's like, well, they took his wife, and yeah, and then he sees her, and it's like this really what I love about that scene is like when you see the woman like getting up and like waking up and realizing that the house is burning, and she doesn't immediately get up. She has a very like kind of accepting face when she sees like the house starts burning, and I'm like, ooh, what's her deal? Like, she's not running away from the fire, she's just like kind of accepting it, but then she still runs out of the house, and that's when she sees what's his name? Rikichi. Yeah. Yeah, no, that was a really great moment where like it's revealed, oh, that's his wife.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, in the crossfire of all that, Heihachi dies. It's like, what? Like, I thought at first he didn't. I thought he just got knocked out, and they're like, oh, we're gonna take him, and he's like injured, but he's still gonna fight.
Yeah, I missed that he died initially.
Yeah. I was like, oh, what did he die from? I thought he just got hit in the head, but then he obviously got hit in the head pretty hard because of the next shot.
Hit in the head from the bonk test.
Yeah, he's just buried with the samurai sword in the mount. I'm like, what? Like, I was devastated when he fucking died. I was like, whoa. It got me emotional. I'm like, fuck, this guy's not gonna fight the bandits. I was really upset by that. I'm like, wow. But I was really impressed at this movie. Before the final battle, you only have 6 samurai fighting, so the full 7 never even make it to the final battle. That's insane. Well,
he did help burn down the brothel and probably killed a couple of them at that moment.
Absolutely, he did. But then also he did do a lot of like training, so like he helped them in that regard. But I'm just saying, during the final battle, he's not there. He dies before then. Like, I did not expect that. That was shocking to me.
They would have loved 7-Up.
They would. Yeah, they totally would.
Now I want 7-Up.
7-Up's a pretty good soda. I associate that with my grandparents' house. My dad's side grandparents' house. I would go to my grandpa and his wife's house, and we would get 7-Up and white cheddar Cheez-Its. And then we'd watch
soda pop, my little soda pop.
We'd watch Lady and the Tramp on VHS, and I'd laugh really hard at the beaver scene.
Do we have anything else to say?
My grandpa had a deer head in his den, and I was very scared of it.
I mean, we can still talk about the
I meant
actual
about
battle.
Seven Samurai.
The actual battle yet.
Anyway, Seven Samurai.
It was like after Heihachi dies, there's that great moment where like Kikuchio grabs the flag that Heihachi made of all of them and like holds it aloft to like reinvigorate everyone's spirit.
Oh, dude, yeah, great fucking moment. Holy shit, I was so pumped. I actually put my fist up. I was that pumped. I'm like, that's how good this movie is. I'm alone in my room watching Seven Samurai, and I'm going like, fuck yes.
And then that's, of course, one of the moments when the fight actually starts.
Right, yeah, when they actually, they set everything up. They've gone around the village, kind of been like, oh, we'll flood this area. We'll, like, set up, like, a bunch of guards here. We'll set up a fence here. Like, yeah, now it's 0 hour. Like, the bandits have arrived, and shit's about to go down.
I like when Kikuchio tells I like when he calls the kids piss pants.
Yeah. I like the face he makes when he's like entertaining the kids. That's a pretty funny face.
Yeah.
That's what I have as my banner on Letterboxd.
Yeah.
He's such an icon.
He really is. He's a lot of fun. He's not even my favorite character. He's probably my third favorite character. Like, again, I really like Shimada and Kyozo more, but like the fact that he's this good in only number 3, I mean, that's a pretty big testament to how good this movie is.
Mm-hmm.
And like they're like, we are talking about Heihachi dying, but like they're not afraid to kill the other characters. Like only like 3 of them make it out at the end, right?
Yeah, only 3 of them. Yeah. So
it's like Kikuchio goes out with kills the final bandit with his last breath.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Gorabai, when he fucking died, I was like, that really, because you don't see it happen. Like they just like announce that it happened, and then they're like bringing his lifeless body back to the village, and I'm like, fuck, because he was a lot of fun. That was a really fun character. So to see him fucking dead, that was the worst. And Kyozo dies too. Like he just, even like you think like, oh, he's like this really skilled character and he's really good at what he does. I think he gets shot like by one of the muskets.
Yeah, like at the very that's like the incitingness from Kikuchio.
Right.
Kikuchio to run off at the end.
Yeah.
He gets shot. Kikuchio then in a fit of rage storms the house and gets shot himself, but then just uses his last bit of energy to just stab the final bandit.
Yeah.
Because at that point it was the last one.
Yeah, just holy shit. Like,
and it's like the running theme about how like Kikuchio is like not a real samurai, so for him to be the one who actually gets the final blow is like, and at that moment he becomes
right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that's and yeah, so this leads to my absolute favorite shot in the movie. You know, once all like 4 samurai have died and you only have 3 left, and they have that great shot of, you see the 4 graves at the very end. Each has their sword sticking out, and then you have the 3 remaining kind of like walk by and kind of stand in front of it. It's perfect shot. Like that made the whole movie for me, where I'm like, beautiful, so good.
Now, how does it compare to A Bug's Life?
I mean, not as good. Okay.
Oh, there's no caterpillar, so.
How many cockroaches does it take to install a light bulb? Once it's up, they scatter.
Look, if Heinrich was in this movie, it'd be perfect.
I'm a beautiful butterfly.
I would like to see him with a samurai sword.
I have a samurai sword.
Heinrich fails the bonk test because he had too much bug juice.
I'd want to see the entire Bug's Life cast with katanas.
Yeah. Fucking Dennis Leary, Ladybug with a katana. That'd be great.
Oh, that's good.
Give more Disney characters katanas.
I agree.
It's true.
They should give
I agree.
Flick one. I agree.
Mike, where'd you get that katana? It's a new age of comedy, Sully. Prop comedy.
Of course, I was the ball. Of course, I was the ball.
His victims have this. His what is it?
Go on.
His sword chops the souls of his victims.
Yeah, there you go. It's from your favorite movie, Suicide Squad.
Mm-hmm.
Oscar-winning Suicide Squad.
They should have given the Titanic a katana.
Ooh.
The iceberg would have been no problem then.
Yeah, no problems here.
A giant realistic hand comes out of the side of the boat and just chops the iceberg in half.
This giant muscly hand has like hair.
The hand, like the SpongeBob captain's hand comes out. Oh!
Oh, Hans.
Just pick up the iceberg and throw it away. What if we take the bandits and push them somewhere else?
That might be crazy enough. To get us all killed!
I only got some of the samurai killed. What if we just eat all the barley ourselves and they can't have any?
Villagers, where'd all this barley go?
There's a certain amount of bananas you eat that the potassium levels become radioactive.
Yes.
If you eat 40,000 bananas within 10 minutes, the radiation will kill you.
Really?
Nothing else will. The radiation will get you.
The radiation will kill you. Certainly not the fact that you ate 40,000 bananas in 10 minutes. It's also the implication that, but 3,900, 49, whatever, 99 bananas is fine. But once you hit 40, dead.
Then shit gets real, dude.
Game over, man.
Game over.
Yes, the radiation will kill you.
I mean, that's how Bill Paxton went, if you know that.
Damn.
They say...
the number one cause of death over 40 is accidents.
I accidentally ate 40,000 bananas in 10 minutes.
Oh no, this wasn't mustard at all. It was mustard gas. Geneva Convention.
Geneva.
Jennay, the Jenny Convention.
Everyone's dressed as Jennay. I cloned Jenny 20,000 times and made the Jenny Convention.
I mean, he does make like 20 Jennies for the boats.
Oh.
Mickey 17, more like
Jenny 17.
Jenny 20.
Jenny 20. Jenny, who can I turn to? 8675309.
Mickey's a stiff, almost as stiff as his jokes. Oh,
oh, Mickey, you're so fine.
Plank's made of wood. A wooden actor. Oh!
Seven Samurai. Why is there only 3 at the end? Oh, because they
died.
They ate 40,000 bananas in 10 minutes. Kyoko, no!
Death by 1,000 banana bites.
Well, you'd be fine if you ate 1,000 bananas, Olivia.
Yeah.
It's 40,000 bananas.
Whatever.
I feel like 1,000 bananas would still kill you just because it's overeating.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
What is like the maximum amount of banana you can eat before your stomach just gives up?
27.
27 samurai.
I don't want to find out.
So anyway, 7 Samurai, 27 Samurai, Legend 27 Samurai.
47 running.
Where are they running off to?
Away from this show. Oh!
They're off to get more bananas.
I'll search high and low for more bananas.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
You should search high and low for better jokes. Oh!
Only in your dreams?
Well, I'll run away from you.
They're running away. Oh!
But do you remember the 21st night of September?
I do, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Rashomon.
So how will you get Seven Samurai on Criterion.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, like I said, the next time I'm at Bull Moose, I'm going straight for that Seven Samurai 4K. And if it's not there anymore, let's just say I'm calling Bull Moose Bullshit Moose. Oh, got their ass.
I went to Barnes & Noble, I think like about a week, 2 weeks ago maybe? Yeah, 2 weeks ago. And I looked through their Criterion collection and they didn't have much. Maybe it's because of the half off sale. A lot of them got...
They probably got paid through.
Did they have the Freddy Got Fingered on Criterion?
No.
Oh yeah,
I was looking for a source for it last week, but they didn't have it, so I got a copy of Charade for $5 with my bonus points.
There you go. Charade's a good movie. I like it.
But if they did have Seven Samurai, I probably would have bought it.
Yeah.
But they didn't have it.
What did they have actually?
They had Darjeeling Limited.
Okay. It's a good movie.
I might get that one at some point. And then they had Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio.
Mm-hmm.
I also want to get that at some point. And then they had Come and See. And I'm too much of a coward to watch it, so...
Yeah, come and see a better movie! Oh!
It's kind of a bummer, not gonna lie.
We found the answer to Cinephile Forrest Gump. It's a movie hater Statler and Wall.
Ah, of course.
They just complain about everything being too woke.
Yeah. Why did I woke up for this? Ho, 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 ho.
Oh, I forgot they also had Demon
Disney,
Pond.
going back to bed.
Sorry, go ahead.
They had Demon Pond, and I honestly thought Flow already came out, so I that doesn't come out until like September, but
yeah,
it'll
be ready for the November sale.
Oh, because I assumed they already had it, so I was looking at it. I think I was trying to see if it was available before I left to go, but no, it's not until September.
Flow, more like blow.
I'd rather do it in the store. Oh my gosh.
This is a sound effects podcast now.
But yeah, I will eventually get Seven Samurai on Criterion. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I think I think if you're gonna own this movie, I would assume the Criterion is the way to go.
I don't even know if they have like a regular standard Blu-ray release.
Yeah, you know what?
They do.
Oh, they do.
Oh.
Okay.
That's why I have.
Oh, you don't have the... Oh, I just assumed you had the Criterion.
Well, yeah, you have...
I have the Criterion Blu-ray.
Right.
Because it's been out for ages.
Right, what we're saying is, like, do they have, like, a standard release outside of Criterion? Because I don't think they do.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I thought I saw maybe, like, I don't know, Seven Samurai DVD.
I mean, in Japan, they probably do.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like, you could import it, but at that point, you might as well just buy the Criterion.
Yeah, no, I'm not seeing... yeah, no, I'm looking at this old thing, but it's literally just the old edition of the Criterion release. Yeah, no, literally I type in Seven Samurai DVD and it's literally just Criterion Collection stuff. So yeah, they have the monopoly on Seven Samurai physical.
Because who else is going to put it out over here?
Right, yeah.
This is not a movie you find at Walmart. You have to know about this movie, which... if you're at any sort of level of like caring about film, you do know about this movie.
Right.
I would like, again, I don't have a 4K player or a 4K TV, but it would be nice to see it in, like, own it on 4K, because when I saw it in theaters, it was the 4K restoration, and it, no joke, it did not look like it was from the 50s.
I mean, that's like the whole bit with like 4K in general, is that like film holds a lot more data than we really think it does.
Yeah.
And that, like, the way that we've watched movies until recently at home kind of sucked. Because tube TVs, VHS tapes, like, just looked so much worse than the actual, what you saw in the theater did.
Yeah.
That people forget that. And it's like, they say, well, not everything needs to look that big updated 4K, and it's like you're misunderstanding what the 4K is actually doing.
Right.
It's not like trying to make it look better. Now, granted, sometimes it is just a matter of because the film is old and damaged, they have to like restore it to its former glory. But that's the thing. It's restoring it to what it originally was supposed to look like.
Well, yeah.
We're finally at the point where now it actually looks the way it did when it first came out back then.
Yeah, we brought this up on the Sherlock Jr. episode, how I was noticing, hey, this Blu-ray restoration of Sherlock Jr., you can see the individual wrinkles on their hands, even though it's a movie that's a century old. But it's like, no, that's just because film could capture so much, even back in the day.
Yeah.
Well, then it's like, I'm fine with 4K restorations. It's when it's like when they change the frame rate to like 60 frames, and it's like,
I think it's more the TV itself doing that than the film.
Yeah, because you can still play a 4K. Because I have a 4K player, but I don't have a 4K TV, and you can't really. You can kind of tell, but yeah, like I feel like a 4K TV with a 4K player, it would be like the optimum position to have it in.
Like I'm the same, but I don't have a 4K TV, but I have the player. Right. But like I can still tell, like the transfer still looks great. Like because I remember when we watched Showgirls, because yes, that's my point of reference. Yes, it is. How we were both caught by just how good the transfer looked, because like the colors were so vibrant.
Oh yeah, I'll give Showgirls that. It looks very good.
I mean, that's where just that Vinegar Syndrome is one of the best at the restorations that they do.
Oh, undoubtedly.
It's like the whole bit is preservation.
Yes, absolutely.
Now, where I question them is like with the DeGosser video sublet, because that's their line for a shot on video films. At which point, at that level, that's the one where it's like you literally cannot make it look better because it was shot on video.
Mm-hmm.
It is hard capped at VHS quality.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. There's no going beyond that unless you
it's like at that point, why are you making a Blu-ray? You could just leave it as a DVD.
Yeah, I think that has to be because, look, we're putting this really shitty movie on Blu-ray. It's like, yeah, congratulations.
It's at that point, it's more just a matter of for the bonus features that come with,
or for the bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
We are going on so many side tangents.
I mean,
did you hear the CIA Ape episode?
Yeah, the CIA Ape episode is the most tangent episode ever. Look, that's the thing. You watch Forrest Gump and Seven Samurai, they're good movies. Like, there's really not a whole lot I can really dissect other than it's really good, you know?
Like, if we wanted to, like, go in further, we'd have to, like, be watching the movie as we go in and writing it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not what this movie's about.
Like, well, it is, but not the podcast.
That's not what this podcast is about. Sometimes I do that. I replace words with other words.
This podcast is about Plank.
It is about Plank.
Indeed it is.
Because we watch a lot of movies with wooden actors. Oh! How dare you, sir?
How dare I? How dare you dare drugs?
You're going to say that when you find out what I said when you were gone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I can't wait to listen back to this episode and see what William said, because I have no idea. At this point,
I don't think she even remembers what the word was.
At this point in the editing process, I know what you said, but again, that was like an hour ago, so like, who knows what you said?
I know it was a word.
A word?
I forgot it.
Ooh, so. Jensen's not going to be happy about a word.
It's not that word.
Oh, it's not that word. Okay, good.
Yeah, it's 2 letters earlier.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know if he figured it out from that or not.
Oh.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, that's what you said, son of a bitch. All right.
There's a witness.
How do we end this episode?
Don't.
Okay.
We just sit here looking at each other forever.
Okay.
We're never getting out of these chairs. We're stuck here until the heat death of the universe now.
Okay.
But I work tomorrow.
Not anymore.
Sorry, Olivia. You just have to listen to the outro song now.
Okay. I have a bunch of cat hair on my microphone.
That's normal.
Yeah.
Is it from Jenny's box?
And I cut it right there. Just